Is this what hypothermia feels like?
What an amazing winter wonderland!
You'll catch cold.
Law of Palamecia. Fairies are immune to disease that would overtake the common man.
No wonder you're fine dressed like that. And so tell me, are we climbing this mountain for any discernible reason?
Oh yeah, I left that part out. Then, without further ado, I hereby invite you to... explore a land of star-crossed lovers! Experience the thrill of adventure in a snow resort! And conquer fiends and hearts alike!
I'm not really sure if an outdoor spa resort is my thing.
Oh, you'll see when we get there. It's up ahead, past Lover's Way.
Lover's Way?
It's a special place filled with winter's magic, where lovers held hands for warmth, and there you go.
I don't care where the name came from so much as where the path is.
Probably buried under some snow here. So, put those muscles to work and get shoveling.
Forget it. I'm heading back.
Oh, don't do that. Come on, I'll bet guild to goblins there's another path around here somewhere. And besides, maybe the snow will melt while we're wandering around.
Will we be here until spring?
Hey, look, there's something on the ground.
A piece of paper? What would it be doing here?
Not just any paper. There's writing on it.
If Faded Chicken Scratch is writing.
What could it mean?
Doesn't matter. We've got no clues.
The snow's all blown away. Time to put on our hiking boots and get a move on.
You saw how high it was piled up. How did...
How else, silly? Magic. Or maybe that guy.
Problem? Nothing, huh?
Allow me.
Wait. What was that about?
We might have lost sight of him, but he left a little note behind.
Someone else who shares my name.
You know, most people are polite enough to give their thanks in person. Not that, I could expect anything better from someone with your name. It was some time before we discovered exactly what it meant for us to cross paths with the mysterious Black Knight. And here we are!
Nice place.
Welcome to the wonderful resort land of dreams and happiness known as White Garden! Well, here we are. Admit it, everything about this place thrills you.
I have to admit, with you taking the helm, I thought I'd find myself neck-deep in a snowdrift. But even Palamecia has surprises.
I figure that you deserve a break after all that time you spent collecting loot. Come on, why not take a load off and relieve some of that pent-up stress? So, aren't you proud of me for putting someone else first?
Proud's not the word.
There's a hot spring, too!
Sounds enticing.
And we can go in together.
Together?
Gotcha! Sure sent your heart racing and your blood pumping, didn't I?
You didn't.
But look how red you are.
Go away. Hey, Echo. Remember what that blank was talking about?
About how he was hoping to meet some pretty girls? Men can only think of one thing.
Not that. The legend about the princess he was mentioning.
Oh, everyone knows about that. Many, many years ago, a vile man abducted an innocent princess and absconded with her. But a valiant swordsman bested him in battle and rescued the princess. And, as is wont to happen in these stories, the two fell in love and lived happily ever after. The end.
Too cliche for me.
Of course it's cliche, it's a legend. You see, the common masses have trouble understanding something that isn't overly simplistic. That story gave this place its name. The swordsman and princess took each other's hands and traipsed happily down the mountain path. And that path came to be known as...
Lover's Way. I guess that makes sense. Still, I find the name to be rather shallow and pedantic.
You keep bringing up the topic of love, so you must be concerned with finding the perfect mate.
Get real. I don't care about that.
Oh, hush. You don't need to hide your true feelings from a friend. Shall I find someone cute for you?
Don't bother.
Of course. Who needs a doting girlfriend when you've got a charming fairy right here?
Do you want to smack upside the head? But all joking aside, you really think you're the cutest thing in the world, don't you?
Why, I'm hurt. Do you really think I'm so lacking in self-awareness that I believe I'm the loveliest thing in all Palamecia? No, I'm not the loveliest. But I am in the 1%.
And too big for your britches, too.
There he is!
Listen here. If you've got something to say.
How rude!
You're telling me. You know, something about your little fable strikes me as odd.
The one about the princess?
What else? The Black Knight gave into villainy, was bested, and was cursed to wander Palamecia for all time. I can't shake the feeling that we've met him here.
Oh, you mean that dour old Black Knight we keep coming across? Well, maybe he's mute, which would explain why he's so standoffish. But look who I'm talking to. The president of standoffish.
Don't lump me in with him. If someone calls my name, I'm kind enough to offer a reply.
Kind? That icy cold stare of yours chills me even more than the snow. Going back for a second, you know what I think? The Black Knight made off with the princess because she turned him down.
Who knows?
Question. What would you do if someone were to just blow you off? Scurry away like a rat? Bawl your eyes out?
Does it matter?
You know me. Just a couple of boxes left to check. So, enough dodging. Out with it!
Even if I could answer you, I wouldn't. I can't remember ever getting dumped.
Oh, is that how it is? I can't remember ever getting dumped. Look at Mr. Perfect over here. Let me tell you something, sweet cheeks. I've never met someone so disconnected from reality.
Disconnected? It's that I can't remember at all.
Is that so? Maybe then you've never dated someone in your wildest dreams. And your heart is as black as that awful night.
I really can't say. Maybe so. If that's what you want to believe, go for it.
No, see, this is the part where you're supposed to get all angry and defensive. It's more fun that way.
This isn't good. I let loose a harrowing spirit on the world. It doesn't matter that I didn't know at the time.
It's we, not I. After all, we both bear responsibility.
So what now?
That's up to you. I'm here for moral support.
Yeah, moral support. Hopefully nothing bad happens in the meantime.
It'll be fine. Evil spirits seeking revenge only happens in fairy tales.
But if I recall, it was a fairy tale that got us here in the first place.
There he is.
Look who's here. I've got a question. You left me a letter when you vanished during our meeting at Lover's Way. In it, you expressed gratitude at my vanquishing of the demon wall. That wall had sealed in the wandering spirit of a Black Knight, and by destroying the wall, I likewise destroyed the seal, setting the spirit loose upon the world. That spirit is you, isn't it? If I'm wrong, tell me. And you refuse to deny it? Do you not want to? Or is it that dead men tell no tales? If you are dead, then back to eternal slumber with you. Huh? He vanished. Maybe he's a spirit after all.
Look, another letter! That's it?
He likens me to Garland. What kind of a sick joke is that? This doesn't make any sense.
Are you hung up on something?
Yeah, going back to our night. We keep talking about fairy tales. So how long ago was it? Decades? Centuries? Then how in the world would he know who Garland is? Does this mean that Garland's been around for countless years?
I bet even he doesn't know. The Palamecians have never been interested in the past. And there's another, simpler explanation. You know how there are many people who share your name? It's not much of a stretch to say that there are many other people named Garland.
But then why would an evil spirit mention him?
You're really hung up on this evil spirit thing. It might be some person throwing on a proverbial white sheet to spook people. Strange coming from a fairy, but I don't think that ghosts or spirits really exist.
No, I think he's a spirit.
Where's the proof?
He didn't leave any footprints.
What are you trying to say? That he's not real?
Scared?
Scared? Why would I be scared?
Don't hide your true feelings from a friend.
Hey! That's my line! Well, aren't we the magnanimous one, taking up quests that weren't even offered to you?
Well, seeing as the whole thing's my fault. I mean, the fiends started running amok when we came to this mountain, and broke the spirit's seal.
Then you mean this is all some evil spirit's retribution?
Could be.
Come on, let's get out of here. Maybe they'll just go away. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, but I wouldn't gamble with a Black Knight either.
I'm sure our wandering spirit would come down hard on you for saying that.
I didn't mean it, honest! We let loose a vengeful spirit upon the world, wholly unaware of what we were doing or what it might mean. The spirit was that of a Black Knight who had been killed for abducting a princess. It had been branded a traitor to its land, and it was angry. We were sure that the fiends going berserk was a manifestation of his wrath. Were they his means of striking back at those who cursed him? A letter inside a treasure chest? Who does that?
Our Black Knight friend. Let's see.
Look! Over there!
If you're making the trip to see me, why bother with a letter? If the fury of 1,000 fiends swells at the summit's temple, then is that why the ones here have gone berserk? And so whatever is controlling them isn't you, but something else.
Judging by his responses, it's safe to say he understands us. So, everything that's been happening isn't because of him after all.
I wouldn't be so quick to trust.
Because he's a spirit? A spirit inhabiting some cold, heavy metal armor?
Now's your chance to look for footprints.
There's not enough loot in the world! Long had we thought that the Black Knight was behind everything. That he was driven forward by revenge. But perhaps we were wrong. His spirit arrived to warn us of the perils yet to befall this pristine winterland, as if to protect the innocent from harm. The question remained, why? The tales painted him as one to be revived. What possible cause would he have to save those who cursed him? We hoped the answer awaited us at the summit that lay just above, and so we trudged toward the truth, one step at a time.
Another treasure chest, another letter.
Our Black Knight sure loves to write.
This isn't his writing, and the paper's weathered and torn.
Read the parts that you can.
Smells of mold.
Palamecia.
This is news.
The letter isn't from our Black Knight, but the abducted princess.
So it would seem. And there's no mention of abduction anywhere.
Then she wasn't taken by force, but instead asked the Black Knight to help her escape the castle. Sometimes stories can be wrong, but this one is all backwards.
Legends often leave out a couple of details. Stories change over time. For one to be so off as this
means that someone did it on purpose. But who? Why?
I think the Black Knight could provide some answers.
Is there another letter?
Yeah.
Look at those dark brown spots. Is it
dried blood? Let's take a look.
left the castle of her own volition, in search of freedom. She took the Black Knight's hand in hers.
But no way would the people of the castle let her leave. They sent soldiers to bring her back home. The Black Knight fought against them, to protect her, but eventually faltered.
The Black Knight could tell beyond a doubt what his end would be, so he told the princess to blame him for her disappearance. Then, the princess would be seen as a victim. No one would think that she had been working with the Black Knight.
Then that's how the Black Knight came to be seen as villainous scum. And he came to be scorned. Down to the present day. His love for the princess was strong and true, but I can't understand going to such lengths.
I don't think you have to. Some things can't be seen with the naked eye, but have to be felt and experienced instead. Some people would pretend they understand, but not you. You're honest.
That's as good a compliment as any. At first, I thought the chills running down my spine were merely the cold, but it's actually the presence of fiends.
The air is so laden with their vile energies that you could pierce right through it with a fork. I wouldn't be surprised if a cavernous maw of fury burst forth right here.
The Black Knight surely meant for us to quell their rage before it becomes impossible to contain. Do you think it's true?
Me?
It seems a bit far-fetched. The villain who kidnapped the princess was a good guy after all. Dubious, to say the least. I don't know who to trust.
Please, you don't trust anyone. So, now what? Turn tail and run?
I'm going to fight. And if it is a trap laid out by the Black Knight, we're only a few steps from the summit. You don't expect me to turn back now?
Come on, we both know the reason why you're fighting, but you talk circles around it. You can be such a pain. At long last, this place has finally been cleansed.
Is this what you wanted? Good. Then you're finally able to reconcile with the past. I hope you find peace. But there's something I want to know. You wrote that I reminded you of someone named Garland. Who is Garland? Is it the same Garland I know? There's one final letter. Hope can always be reclaimed as long as we press on.
Makes sense, don't you think? And it carries a special weight when some forlorn spirit says it.
And we share the same name.
Speaking of names, there was something that struck me about those letters. The wandering swordsman vanquished the knight and saved the princess.
Garland, I remember. You returned the princess home, became the warrior of light, and restored hope to the world.
Sounds fishy if you ask me. Just think, Garland. That name makes my skin crawl. I mean, he's a villain, right? Come on, think about it. Garlands don't save princesses, they abduct them.
I wouldn't go that far. There are bound to be good Garlands out there.
Oh, now you're on his side?
I didn't say that. It's just, like all names, there are good and bad apples. Think about how many others share my name. Maybe his name works like that too.
Okay. What you mean to say is that you think our Garland and the Garland who saved the princess have nothing to do with each other.
Are you trying to say they do? Wait. So they're one and the same?
I didn't out and out say that. I'm just surprised that you think they're different.
I'm really getting sick of your games.
Is this heat from the springs or that hot head of yours?
To be quite honest, both.
Well, then it's up to me to go over there and cool you off. Just hang on.
Uh-oh.
1 sec.
1 sec. What are you...
Incoming. There you go. That should make you feel better. Oh, did you think naughty thoughts?
No way.
Then why so red?
Because you hit me.
One's not enough.
It's enough. Now go away.